I guess. Been out doing did a couple deliveries. Got one that brought me down here. Wait till somebody joins. If there's anybody watching, leave me a comment. Let me know you're here. Oh, Peter says hi. Hello. Yeah, I was out doing some delivery work and got a delivery down close to this lake and just decided to come down here, take a little break, sit by the lake or stand by the lake and go live for a little bit. Appreciate you joining in, Famita. What are you up to today? Anything exciting? Unfortunately, there's no shade here at all. The only shade I have is right there behind the sign, and I don't know if I even fit in there. So it's hot too. It's almost 90 degrees. It's like 89 degrees here. Full sun. Got a couple of guys just loaded up their kayaks, and it looks like they're heading out fishing. Let's see if I can get them in the video here. Or at least they're kayaking. I don't know if they're fishing or not. I thought I saw them loading up fishing poles. Let's see. Yeah, there they are. It's 11:35 right now. Goodness, I don't know what time it is. I think we're on the same time, Famita. Where are you at? You in Eastern time zone? Yeah, now I got the kayakers in there in the background. Got someone else just joined in. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Leave a comment, say hi. F3RN. Hi there. Welcome to my live stream. I've never seen your name before. It looks like you're new. Welcome to my live stream. I've got a bunch of videos on YouTube as well. Just started live streaming. Yesterday was my first live stream. Today, this is my second live stream. Famita, you said you are in New Jersey. Yeah, I'm in Georgia, so same time zone. Am I trail to trigger? Am I fishing? No, I am not. I'm just taking a break by the lake. I do gig work, deliveries, and I got a delivery close to this lake. Decided I would come down here and do my live. Trail to trigger. Welcome in, Tiffany. Welcome in. All new names to me. It looks like you are. I've never seen you in my chats or in any comments or anything on my videos. So, welcome to my channel. I have a daughter named Tiffany. I'll sub. Thank you. Appreciate that. Love subs. That's my Jeep in the background. Jeep Commander. F3RN, or is it just Fern? You're going to subscribe? I definitely appreciate that. Yeah, this is I've got like 30 videos on my YouTube channel, and part of the motto, I guess, of my YouTube is to get busy living. So I try to get out and enjoy nature a little bit. I have a whole series of videos of a recent trip I made to Savannah, Georgia, and Tybee Island. Went to the beach. So definitely go over and watch that. You want a first gen Toyota Tundra? Yeah, those are nice. I'm a Jeep man. I've always liked Jeeps. I've had several Wranglers, Cherokees, and when those Commanders first came out, I really fell in love with them, but I couldn't afford them. So I don't know. I think it's been about 5 or 6 years ago I bought that, and it's got 200, almost 250,000 miles on it now. So for me to hope I get to 1K subs, yeah, me too. That would be sweet. I'll be amazed if I get there or when I get there. It will shock me. I'll walk out here on this dock. Might as well. There's no shade to sit in, so wish they had some shelters or something out here. It would make it a lot nicer. They have like park benches and stuff, but no shelter. You know, just something for some shade would be nice. I've been out here before. A lot of times there's a lot of people out here fishing. I was worried, you know, I'd run into a bunch of people fishing. But it's a tank. Yeah, that Jeep, it is a tank. Or are you talking about the Toyota? Your spelling is fine. I can understand what you're saying, Famidi. I will be monetized. I appreciate that. You're talking about the Jeep? Yeah, that Jeep is a tank. The jack that came with it when I bought it, I don't know if they ever used it or anything, but first time I used it, it actually bent the jack. I had to go out and buy a 6-ton jack just so I could jack it up and change the tires on it. That thing is heavy as heck. I'm not worried if anybody ever hits me. I think I'll be just fine. Happy streaming. Yes, sir. Make sure you double tap that screen. Give me some thumbs up. Go over and watch some of my other videos. I got some pretty cool videos from down at down Savannah and Tybee Island. Especially Tybee Island. There's just one video from there, but I enjoy the beach. Anytime I'm surrounded like water, by water, just like I am right now. I'm not a fisherman. I don't swim or scuba dive or anything like that. I just like to be in the water. Heather Marie, yes, I am a noob. Fern, I'm going to guess your name's Fern. I'm going to go like my vids and be right back. Okay, I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. Yeah, this is, I don't know if you can see over there in the distance, there's a golf course. It's a private golf course, country club. Obviously, I've never played there. I do play golf every once in a while. It's been a few years since I played, but I do play golf every once in a while. Healthier Marie's being mean? Nah. If she calls me a noob, that's fine. I am a noob. I'm 65 years old, just starting out on YouTube, so I am a noob. This is my second live stream. There you go, Healthier Marie. Yes, it's my second live stream. I did a live stream yesterday, and I'm out here again today doing another one. Nice. Okay. Yeah, Healthier Marie is nice. Trails to Trigger. See you. Okay, we'll see you. Thanks for coming in. I hope you subscribed. I hope you double tapped, all of that good stuff. The microphone stinks. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I don't have a separate mic yet, so I'm just depending on my phone. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Fern is back. Welcome back. Is it okay if I call you Fern? Is that what you're wanting with that instead of the F3RN? Brother, I'm kidding. Okay, well, that's fine. I mean, if something is wrong, definitely tell me. I mean, I don't want to be on here wasting my time with, you know, poor quality videos. I want you guys to enjoy this as much as I do. I definitely enjoy doing this YouTube. It's been a lot of fun, been therapy. You know, meeting new people. So yeah, that's, that's what I'm trying to do. Like I said, the motto of my channel is "Get Busy Living," and it's from the movie Shawshank Redemption. And Andy Dufresne says, I guess we have a simple choice. We can either get busy living or we can get busy dying. And so I've chosen to get busy living and start enjoying things like this. And like I said, going down to Tybee Island and Savannah, seeing that kind of stuff. And I take walks all the time. There's a real nice trail real close to my house. I walk to the trail and then walk the trail. So just try and do things like that. And that's the kinds of videos I'm putting out. Just doing like walking talks along that trail and things like that. Let's see. Fern says, okay, bye. Heather said bye, but she did say she subbed. Old guy, goodbye. All right, goodbye, Heather. Don't listen to the haters, ignore the hates. Yeah, believe me, I'm the baby of my family, the youngest of 4, and 2 older brothers and a twin sister. So I got plenty of hate when I was a kid. I'm used to it. And at my age, believe me, if someone says something bad about me, it's not going to bother me one bit. Yeah, pretzel stuck on your lips. Okay. Lick your lips. Good boy. Isn't that what they do to new streamers? Tell them to do something and then they say good boy. Heather Marie is back. I can block them. Yeah, I know. I looked all that stuff up before I started streaming. I wanted to make sure, that I didn't have somebody in here leaving 20 comments before I figured out how to block them. So yeah, I know how to block them. Don't worry. So far, nobody said anything mean. Like I said, I got thick skin. I'm not going to be bothered by someone calling me a noob. That's for sure. I don't mind at all because that's what I am. I am a noob. And I apologize for looking up like that, but I got bifocals and that's how I can read my screen. So if I'm doing that a lot, well, sorry. It's how this old guy reads. Old guy hustles and this old guy has to read. So let's go up here on this hill a little bit. Just no shade. No shade anywhere. I might go sit in my car. Heather Marie, you like cars. What car do I have? It's right. Oh, let's see if I can get it in the picture. There it is, right there, right over my shoulder. It's a 2006 Jeep Commander. Gas guzzler. But like someone said earlier in the chat, it's a tank. I'll get closer. So, matter of fact, I might go sit in it because there's actually shade there. Place is filling up. There's another boat just got here, and there's more cars out here now. You just moved? Where did you move? Yeah, there's my Jeep right there. I've always been a Jeep guy. I said this earlier, but for anybody who didn't hear it, I've had several Jeep Wranglers, a couple of Cherokees, and now that. I definitely like my Jeeps. Heather, you gotta go. Okay. Vern, you're in Utah? Okay, cool. I've been southern Utah. I was driving up through there. I was living in Phoenix for a little while, and we went up to Las Vegas. I think that's when I went to Utah, and then another time I went moving from Phoenix back east, and we went up through Utah. Beautiful up there. Moab, Utah. Yeah, that's it. And I've been to the Four Corners where all 4 states touch. Can anybody name those states? Drop it in the comments. Drop it down there in the comments. And you can see I'm a Cincinnati Bengals fan. What's your football team? Football season getting ready to start up. Training camps are open, and let me know. Fern said bye, but I'm gonna see if it's still here. Where at in Utah do you live? Everybody likes this live stream. Everybody liked this live stream. Yes. What part of Utah are you from, Fern? I know I've been to Moab. I drove up through, I think it's Monument Valley. Is that what it's called? It's been a long time ago. I mean, it was, oh my goodness, it's probably 40 years ago. You're in Provo? That's up north, isn't it? Yeah, there's people unloading a boat out here. I didn't think, I mean, it's got a full-size motor on it. Oh, it's next to Salt Lake. Okay. Yeah, it's got a full-size motor. I didn't know you could have that big of a boat out here on this lake. I thought it was all just small engine and or no engine type stuff. Yeah, they're firing up the motor, so it's I guess you can have a bigger boat than I thought. It's a decent sized lake. It's not huge, but you can see over. Let me flip this around and show you the lake a little bit. And it goes back in there quite a ways. When I first moved down here, I'd driven by this and I thought that this was it. But yeah, it goes back in there quite a ways and goes right in there, kind of curves around. How many minutes till my live ends? I don't know. I'm gonna go as long as I can. I'll probably cut it off at about an hour, so we're at like 17 minutes right now. So I don't want to stay on here too long. That lake is pretty. Yeah, it is. It's a pretty nice lake. There's not a lot of big lakes. Not a lot of big lakes here in Georgia. I've been to a couple. They're all, I don't want to say they're all man-made, but they're pretty much, as far as I know, a lot of them are man-made. We rented a house on a lake a few years ago, had the whole family there. 3 of my kids, their kids. So yeah, it was kind of nice. Rented a pontoon boat, rented a house for a week or like 6 days, 5 days. And yeah, went out there. It's I'm south of Macon, and the lake that we went to is just north of Macon. So it's about an hour drive from where I'm at right now, maybe an hour and a half. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go sit in the back of my Jeep, see if there's some shade there while we're doing this. It is hot. Hot, hot, hot. According to my screen, I only got 3 likes, so I need some people to give me some thumbs up. Do I have shade? I do. There we go. A little bit better. My legs are still in the sun, but I think there's somebody sitting in the car next to me, and they're probably wondering why I'm standing here talking to my phone. Famita's hanging in there, I think, and it looks like that's about it. You're on a trail behind your house right now? Cool, cool. Is Provo, is that, I mean, like I said, I was in southern Utah, and it's kind of desert-like, I guess. Is Provo more like wooded forest type northern Utah, and yeah, but is it more wooded than like southern Utah? That's all I've seen of Utah was down around Moab. More forest, okay. What time did I go live? I've been live for 20 minutes now, so I don't have a set schedule. I was out doing some work, and I knew that I wanted to come to this lake, and I figured I'd just take a break down here at this lake. I had a delivery close by to this lake, and just decided to come to the lake, take a little break at the lake, and go live. So I'll have to get into northern Utah. I did a little map. They have a map on a map online where you can check off all the states that you've been to, and I've been to 34 states total. The majority of the I've been the southern part of the United States. I've seen it all. Basically, from Kansas on down, all the way across the United States, I've been to. So, where I have not been is the Northwest, North Central. I've been to California and I've been to Washington. I was in Washington when I was in the Air Force. But I haven't been to Oregon. And then Idaho, North, South Dakota, Montana, Nebraska. I haven't been to any of those states. Iowa, I haven't been to. And then the Northeast. Been to New York, but no further north than New York State. What's it called? New England states. You've only been to 5 states. You gotta get out there and start traveling. Start seeing this country. What all states have you been to? All out there near Utah? I was in the Air Force for 8 years and was stationed in Texas the entire time. Same base, everything. I went to Washington State once, and then I left active duty and I was in the Air National Guard. And from there, when I was in the Air National Guard, I went to Alaska and I went to New Mexico. Never been overseas. I've been both Canada and Mexico, but I've never been overseas. You've been to Idaho, California, Utah, Arizona, and Washington. Yeah. Let's see. I haven't been to Idaho, so you got me there, all right? I'm probably quite a bit older than you, so I've had the time to go to these places. Do I get notifications? Yeah, I think I do. I think I've watched and liked some of your some of your videos, Famita. I started doing YouTube. I've wanted to for a long time and have my own channel. I tried doing the whole faceless motivational channel type thing, and yeah, they just never did take off. I got like 80 subscribers, and then that was it. Your brother's screaming because he's lost in Fortnite. I don't know anything at all about Fortnite. I know my grandkids play it, and that's about it. So, but yeah, I did that faceless YouTube channel, got up to about 80 subscribers, and it just flatlined. Got nothing more than that. I don't know. I've got like 100 plus videos on there, and it just never took off. I've never got more than maybe 200 or 300 views on any of my videos. It was all shorts. But I've wanted to do this for a long time. I was just worried about putting my face out there and being online but yeah, I just finally got over it and just started doing it. My first video I did was just a tour of my yard. It's all overgrown, and just I recorded it back in the beginning of April, and I never uploaded it until the April 30th. And then after that, it was June. It was like almost the middle of June before I posted my second video, and it was just a little short of a deer in my backyard, and I got like 1,500 views on it real quick. And so I thought, well, let's do this. So yeah, I just started posting more videos. If you want the I have a video. It's called Walk and Talk, and introduction to my channel, and I kind of talk about my channel. And then there's another video I have that it's amongst the mighty pines of Georgia, and I talk about, and that's more recent, and I talk about my vision for this channel, what I want to do with this channel, putting out 3 videos a week, going live, doing some lives and stuff like that. So alright, did you calm your brother down? I was hoping to maybe see a gator out here. I know there's probably some alligators in this lake. I'm sure there are. I played golf on a couple different golf courses down here, and both of them have ponds, and the ponds they have gators in the ponds, alligators. Yeah, you don't want to hit your golf ball into those ponds. It tells you that you need to stay 50 feet back and all that. So the one golf course, I mean, there was probably 4 or 5 alligators just sitting up on the bank. I mean, you could see them plain as day, and we weren't that far away from them. Probably about where that dock is back there, away from the gators. So I don't want to mess with them. I hear they run pretty fast. So looks like I got 4 people in here, up to 4 likes. Double tap that screen for me if you would. I would appreciate it. It's nice to get the feedback, and let me know you're here. Let me know got any questions for me, or what you're doing for the day, anything at all, any comments at all. I mean, that's what this is all about, is just interacting with people. At least that's the way I see it. Getting to know people. You get to know me, I can get to know you a little bit. I mean, Fern's been on here chatting quite a bit. I know where he lives. Not his address. I'm assuming it's a her, maybe not, or him. Maybe not. I shouldn't do that. But yeah, I know that that Fern lives in Provo, Utah. So like, or I'll eat your lunch. Yes, I didn't pack a lunch today. I'll have to stop someplace and get some lunch. So in Provo, are you 2 hours behind me? I think it's like 12:30 here. My time doesn't show up on my phone right now while I'm live streaming. Cheryl Teague, hi from Oklahoma City. I've been to Oklahoma City, I don't know how many times. I lived in Wichita Falls, Texas, and I had in-laws at the time that lived in Wichita, Kansas. So we used to drive through Oklahoma City all the time. It's 10:03, so I think you're 2 hours behind me, Fern, in Utah. I remember driving back from Wichita one time in the winter, and it was driving. It's about a 6-hour drive normally, and we driving south, heading down towards Texas, and hit an ice storm right after we went through Oklahoma City. Freezing rain, and we're driving like 10 miles an hour all the way back, and it took us 9.5 hours, I think, to get back there. I am in Georgia. I am in They call it Middle Georgia. I'm about 100 miles south of Atlanta. A little town called Warner Robins, Georgia. Yeah, it's 12:03 right now. Yeah, so Fern, you're 2 hours behind me in Provo. I wasn't sure if it was an hour or two out there. Oklahoma City should be an hour behind us. Cheryl, did you go and did you double tap that screen and I want you to go watch some of my videos. I've got a bunch of videos, a whole playlist from a trip I just recently took down to Savannah, Georgia. Went to Tybee Island, spent some time out on the beach. If you like lighthouses, I got a video about lighthouses on there. And then the historic architecture and all that. I went to the park or the square where the bench scenes from Forrest Gump were filmed. The bench isn't there anymore. There's no trace of it whatsoever, but I went to where the park where it was filmed. So oh my goodness. Once there was a car on fire in Vegas, so I was sitting in a car for about 2 hours in 108-degree heat. It was torture, I bet. Yeah, Oklahoma is 11:05, so you're an hour behind me. I'm 12:05 right now, so I don't wear watches or anything like that, so I always depend on my phone to tell me what time it is if I care. So, Cheryl, are you still here? I'm assuming that you are. New to the channel, I appreciate you coming along. I definitely welcome everybody in. And just to tell you a little bit about me, I'm 65 and just started YouTube. I got about 30 videos, regular videos up, shorts and long videos. And then this is my second live stream that I've done. I just became eligible yesterday, and I did my first live stream yesterday, so this is my second one today. But it's my channel is mainly about I like to say the motto is get busy living, from the film Shawshank Redemption, where he says we have a simple choice: we can either get busy living or we can get busy dying. And so I'm choosing to get busy living. I'm doing stuff like this, coming out to places like this, my trip to Savannah, obviously, and going to the beach, stuff like that. And then I'm also doing some videos on I've got a house that I'm working on fixing up down here in Georgia, so I'm working on that. Haven't really put any videos out on that. I haven't gotten good enough at editing videos to be able to put that out, anything out from that. I got some stuff filmed, but I don't have it. So should you do a 360 jump on your scooter? If you can. Are you talking about like a loop 360 or just a spin 360? And if you're young, I wouldn't do it. I'm too old for that stuff. You know what happens to us old people if we get a broken hip? Yeah, don't want that to happen. I'm getting busy living, so you're gonna do a loop on a scooter? Okay, I'm a kid from the 60s and 70s, so I mean, we did some crazy stuff, building our own ramps out of scrap plywood and stuff like that, jumping over people, and had 3 of your friends lay down on the other side of the ramp to see if you could jump over them. Sometimes you hit them, sometimes you didn't. All that stuff. Drinking from a hose. I see a lot of people my age talk about it. Oh yeah, we drank from a hose. Okay. And then I've seen younger people say, well, didn't you have a water tap inside? Okay, you're going to? Well, film it. Film it. Put it on YouTube, and you probably get a million views. Does anybody know the name Evel Knievel? I think he has a son. I think even now he's too old, not doing it anymore. But Evel Knievel used to do all kinds of stunts like that, jumping stuff and jumping school buses. And I think he did one. He did one in Vegas where he jumped the fountain at one of the casinos, and then I know he did one where he tried to jump the Grand Canyon and didn't make it. He lived because he had a parachute, but your handle scooter came off. Okay, well then don't do a loop. Your scooter handle came off. Yeah, don't do a loop. I had that happen on a bicycle one time, riding down the road, and the front forks came off. Yeah, that's you go over those forks pretty quick. Looks like it's just me and you now, Fern. That is okay, I'm calling you that, right? And we got a couple more people that just joined in. Back in. You're inviting Raz to join my live. Thanks, Famita. Appreciate that. Yeah, she said she was going out to do some stuff today, so she's probably out running around, busy. I told her I might go live, but didn't know when. So this is kind of a surprise to me. I knew that I wanted to come down to this lake. Your name is Fern, okay. Your user Fern was taken. Okay. All right, cool. But anyway, yeah, and if you're wondering, some of you don't know who Raz is. It's a channel that she motivates me, gets me going quite a bit. She does a lot of live streams, and then she does like travel videos. But she does live streams like twice a day. And it's Adventures with Raz. If she comes on here, and I'll definitely point it out and highlight her channel, because it's excellent. We have a good time on her live streams. Usually she does one in the morning and then one in the evening. So you invited your friend. Okay, cool. Appreciate that. Make sure they give me a thumbs up. The reason YouTubers ask for that, and I'm a brand new YouTuber, so but I know well enough that the participation or the activity that we get on our lives, in our videos and stuff like that, it helps. YouTube sees that, and they see that people are engaged with your content, and so they push it out to more people. So that's why every video you see, whoever it is, like, comment, subscribe, and they pop up subscribe buttons all the time, and like buttons and stuff like that. So that's why we do it. Get more participation, and the more people are watching us, the more that and engaging with us, asking questions, stuff like that. YouTube's going to push the video out more. So it is a hot, sunny day here in Georgia. I'm gonna have to find a lake that I can go to where I can sit in the shade. I went to sit in the back of my Jeep, but it wasn't much better. So Fern, are you still on your walk? You shared the live with your sister? Okay, cool. I'm probably going to stay on here. It's been almost 40 minutes. I've been live. I'm going to stay on about another 20 minutes or so. It definitely feels better in here. Shade cools you down some. You might be able to hear me a little bit better too, because no wind or anything like that. Amita, I appreciate you sharing the video, sharing the live with your sister. Maybe she'll come along. Just end it. My first live, I uploaded it yesterday, and it was so corrupted that it kept um, buffering throughout the video, and then also the video itself was just didn't download very well, and it was just pixelated real bad. I was gonna save that just because it was my first, but right now I don't think that I will upload the lives afterwards. I don't know what the interest of people would be to actually watch a live that's not live, because you can't see the comments. I mean, I'm talking to the comments, and you can't see the comments on when you upload it afterwards. So I don't know if it actually. I've watched a few after the live. I've watched a few, or started to watch a few, and it's just not the same as an actual live. So I don't know. Maybe I'll change that. Maybe I'll start uploading them once I get more people on these. I appreciate everybody that is here, but once I get more people on here, the conversation will flow a little bit better. It's not going to be me talking so much. It's going to be me answering questions, maybe saying hi to people and all that kind of stuff. So it might be a little bit more interesting than just listening to me ramble about, I don't know, whatever I've been rambling about. So, and now anybody that clicks on this video is going to look at it and say, oh yeah, this is some old man sitting in a car. Let's try this for a minute. That's not working. There we go. Amita is back. And it looks like there's someone else in the live right now. I mean, on my screen it shows there's 2 people here, so. Fern is back. Wow. You liking the lake, Fern? It is nice. It's pretty out here. Over on that side of the lake, there's a road that goes back down that side of the lake, and it's just a dead-end road, but it goes back about a mile or so. And yeah, there's some pretty nice houses. They're older houses, which I like. They're not the big modern McMansions. They're older and all kinds of different style houses, which I love architecture. So yeah, it's pretty cool. That lake is just wow. It's pretty nice. It's small, but it is pretty nice. See my little rubber duckies up on the dashboard? There's something about, I think it's mainly Jeep Wranglers, but they collect those. People, there's a club down here of Jeep Wranglers, and they leave those on your car, on Jeeps, and then they start doing that to get people to, I guess it's all across the country, but they get people to join their Facebook group or whatever of Jeep owners. So I've gotten, since I don't have a Wrangler, I've gotten 2 of them. Your friend is coming to join right now. Cool. Tell them to introduce themselves. When they come in, leave a comment, let me know. And of course, double tap that screen. Give me those likes. So has anybody else ever seen that in Jeeps where they have, I've seen it where they got the whole dashboard just lined with a bunch of rubber ducks like that. So I got two. So what do you want to see? You want to see the lake or you want to see me? My old ugly face. Looks like we're all alone out here on the dock again. Not allowed to chat on lives, but you'll introduce her. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, the only vehicles in the parking lot now are the two people that came and put boats in the water and took off. So it's just me sitting here now. And nice and quiet and peaceful out here. I'm cooling down a little bit inside my Jeep in the shade. There is no shade out there, so I just wanted to come inside for a while. It's like it's 90 degrees right now down here in Georgia. 90 degrees in the sun. Humidity's real high. Yeah, so it's uncomfortable, that's for sure. Her name's Alice and she's in Alabama right now. Okay. Well, Alice, welcome in. I do appreciate you watching the live stream. I'm in Georgia. I'm about 100 miles south of Atlanta. What part of Alabama? If you don't, oh, you can't comment. Never mind. I've been through Alabama down along the coast. We went, took a road trip. I was living in Ohio at the time. Took a road trip down through Memphis and into Alabama. Went along the coast. Was it Gulf Shores, I think, is in Alabama. Went along. I love the beach, so yeah. She doesn't know what part. She just moved there. Okay. Yeah, we went down Gulf Shores, I think, is in Alabama, and we went down there along the beach, and then across. Went to New Orleans for a little bit, and then Destin, Florida, the Panhandle of Florida. So somewhere north in Alabama. Okay. Alabama is beautiful state. It's hot, just like it is here in Georgia. I know that. I think we were there in like the fall, early fall, September, maybe into October. No, 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 no. That's not true because we were there on my birthday. So we were in New Orleans on my birthday. So yeah, I remember that. So it was in May. So it wasn't even summer yet. So it really wasn't ungodly hot down there. My birthday is Cinco de Mayo, May 5th. So there's always a party going on my birthday. I like to think they're all celebrating my birthday, not Cinco de Mayo, but yeah. I can usually go on my birthday since it is Cinco de Mayo. I can go to. I'm gonna flip this back around. I can usually go to a Mexican restaurant and get myself a free margarita since it's my birthday on Cinco de Mayo. So that's always a nice thing. Yours is during spring break. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, it's good that when you got time to celebrate your birthday, or there's some sort of celebration, some reason to celebrate it as well as your birthday. That's cool. I have a daughter who was born on December 27th, and she always hated it. I didn't like. Well, shouldn't say that, but 2 days after Christmas. So the day after Christmas, all the Christmas stuff went away quick because we didn't want any signs of Christmas on her birthday. We wanted it to be about her birthday, um, not about Christmas anymore. So yeah, December 26th, Christmas was gone. December 27th, it was her birthday. T, you're here. Wow, welcome. Glad to see you. I'm gonna get out of the vehicle here. This is boring, I'm sure, seeing me sitting in there. Your T was born December 30th. You got a twin, right, T? I believe I'm correct. If you were a good tax deduction for your parents coming on December 30th, they got to claim you for a full year, that first year you were born. I don't know if you're aware of that, but I am. Just let you know, since you just joined, T, I was out doing some gig work and I got a delivery down here close to this lake, and just decided to come over here, take a break, and go live for a little while at the lake. So your friend was born January 1st. Yeah, a few hours too late for the tax deduction. That's the way I look at it. I shouldn't look at kids on the tax deduction, but yeah. It's pretty out here. Yeah, it is. It's very nice. I'm hoping that the wind just picked up. Let me flip it around. Do you see the geese out there swimming on the water? They were swimming closer to me. And then I got out of the Jeep and they decided they didn't want to come over here. So yeah, it's pretty nice out here. I've been to this lake before, and I like coming down here. It's real quiet. There's only 2 vehicles in the parking lot. Both of them unloaded boats and went out on the lake. So, or one of them had kayak, the other one had a boat. So, you love ducks? Yeah, those are Canadian geese. Same difference though. There's I know there's ducks down here. I've been live for 52 minutes. It takes about 3 days to take down Christmas at your house. People work all day. So it's a push to get it down by your birthdays. Yeah. We intentionally didn't. Well, we decorate some, but Christmas trees and stuff like that. Yeah, we wouldn't. I never have put lights up on the house. In the windows, maybe a few times, line the windows, but that's about it. But I had to have them all down the next day. So I'll have to remember your birthday, T. We'll be doing a live stream on your birthday. How's that sound? I'll definitely go live on my birthday from some Mexican restaurant someplace, and you get to see me drunk. It's about the only time I ever drink. I drink on my birthday. I might have a glass of wine every once in a while. You will join that? All right. Yeah, it's about the only time. I'll drink every once in a while. I'll have a beer at a restaurant maybe every once in a while, especially on a real hot day like today. But yeah, I don't drink much at all. You only do trees while your neighbor has a million decorations. Okay. Kind of like the old Chevy Chase movie, Christmas Vacation. Yeah. Where he goes crazy and lighting everything up. I'm glad you got the notification, T, that I was live and you came along. You got anything going on today, T? Yeah, Christmas is pretty special to me. We've always had pretty big Christmases. Um, when I was a kid, I've got my mom's side of the family. She had two sisters, but between those two sisters, they had 24 kids. There's only 4 kids in my family, but yeah, 24 cousins, and we'd have our Christmases at home Christmas morning, and then we'd all go over to one of my aunt's houses and have a big gift exchange. And you can just imagine, I mean, I got some cousins that are almost my parents' age. My mom's a lot younger than her 2 sisters, but yeah, we had some pretty big events out there at my aunt's house. Uh-oh, your cat's about to puke. That's not good. We got softball later, and my friend is going to come over later to practice our instruments. What instrument do you play? I think I saw in one of your videos, is it like French horn? Is that right? Lester's here. Hey, Lester, you drinking your water? Just had to get that in, Lester, sorry. Yeah, French horn. That's what I thought it was. I'm probably going to end here in a little bit. I'm not going to stay on here a whole lot longer, but it's been almost an hour now that I've been live streaming. Lester has not drank his water yet. Fern, you play the flute, and you're gonna learn the cello. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. What's that band? I don't know if they're around anymore. The 3 cellos or something like that, and they did like, you know, kind of like heavy metal cello. I like that. I like classical music, but I like upbeat, you know, with a beat to it. Beethoven's Fifth, stuff like that. You've met them? Wow, cool. You do a white elephant with extended family. It's funny because we get a bunch of weird, quirky stuff. Yeah. We used to do a thing. I had 5 kids, so didn't have a lot of money. We had 5 kids, and we used to do a thing all year long. We would save up a little bit of money, and we'd go out to like a lunch somewhere, and have lunch, and then we'd go to the mall and we'd divvy up the money. Everybody got an equal share of money, and then we'd draw names, and so we called it Secret Santa, but you would we'd be at a mall, so you'd go and do your shopping, and you'd write your name down on a piece of paper and like 4 or 5 gifts that you would want for whatever dollar amount, and it was usually like $5 to $10 that everybody got. So yeah, we did that every year. So let's see, I got 2 guitars, 1 electric and 1 acoustic. Cool. Lester, do you play guitar? My dad works at UVU, so he gets a bunch of bands and artists to play there. Oh, cool. UVU, University, what is that? Yeah, Fern, what's UVU? It's like a college thing? Okay, I see. That's pretty cool. We do a similar thing once a summer, but we go to garage sales. Oh, that would be cool, because we can find all kinds of neat stuff. Yeah, I bet you can find some funny stuff too. My family would have fun with that. I don't know if you've picked up on me, but I have somewhat of a warped sense of humor. So yeah, we would have a lot of fun with that. A long time ago, I was talking about going to my cousins. Like I said, I had all kinds of cousins, or going to my aunt's house, and I had all kinds of cousins. My grandma, every time she took a trip, she'd buy salt and pepper shakers from wherever she was on a trip. And so we decided that we would flood her one year with salt and pepper shakers. And we bought, everybody found as many oddball salt and pepper shakers as they could. My cousin, who's a carpenter, he had to build her like a glass front case to put them all in. So no, I can't. I fool around with them once in a while. Okay, okay. Guitar's probably, I mean, as far as like rock and roll music, guitarists are probably my favorite. I think on my live yesterday I couldn't remember somebody's name who was a guitarist, um, and it's gone again. Yeah, you do yard sales and eBay. Yeah, I used to do that. I used to go to Goodwills quite a bit, and then like clearance at Walmart and stuff like that. Sell on eBay and then Amazon as well. I did Amazon a little bit, um, but eBay was a lot easier to do than what Amazon was. I still have inventory sitting in my house up in Ohio. Gotta go, Fern. Okay. Well, hey, I appreciate you being around as long as you were. We've been live for a little over an hour, and you've been here almost since the beginning. I definitely appreciate it. Welcome in. I appreciate you. I hope you subscribe so you get notifications, and we'll see you on the next live, or you can definitely check out some of my videos. I appreciate it. Yeah, I still have inventory at my house up in Ohio from when I used to buy and sell on eBay. You play acoustic, and we have a ton of electric bass and acoustic because my dad used to be in a band. Oh, cool, cool. I've never been good at any instrument. Never tried to be good at any instrument. Both my brothers played guitar, and I remember they had a garage band for a while, way back in the '60s. They used to play that Creedence Clearwater, or no, that wasn't Creedence. There was a house from New Orleans they called The Rising Sun. That's the only song they knew, and that's all they ever played was that song. Oh my God, I've heard that song so many times in my life. Close to 70 subs. Yeah, I'm getting up there. When I looked this morning, I was at 64, so. I've always enjoyed the harmonica, and I wanted to learn how to play harmonica, and I ordered one from Amazon, and they never shipped it, and so I've just never reordered it. So maybe I'll do that soon. Yeah, I climbed up fast. Yeah, it's been steady. Yeah, I like blues harmonica. I think that's part of the reason I like Neil Young and stuff like that, is the harmonica he plays in some of his songs. There's somebody coming in on a boat. Lester, you got a 2-door shed full. I take stuff, people just drop off stuff to me, and I take stuff people don't want. Okay. Probably end up with a bunch of stuff you can't sell. I know I had two shelving units in my extra bedroom, and they were packed full of stuff. And one of the things I used to sell a lot of, though, was ties. You can go to Goodwill and you can buy a tie for $1. And actually, I found 3 Gucci ties at a Goodwill, and took them home. I sold each one of them for like $50 a piece. Think you're going to the Salvation Army today with your mom for fun? Yeah, it's fun going places like that, Goodwill and stuff like that, and it's like treasure hunting. See if you can find anything good. A lot of times you walk out of there empty-handed, but you see some stuff and you think, oh, that's cool. I remember that when I was a kid. So yeah, but I found um, two Gucci ties, and as soon as I saw the Gucci name on them, I just grabbed them and took them home, started looking them up, and yeah, I think I sold both of them for like 50 bucks a piece. Paid $1 for them. I mean, at one point I think I had like 300 ties listed on eBay, um, and a lot of time, the nice thing about ties was they were cheap to ship, so you didn't really have to charge for shipping. You just jack the price up for whatever, like the extra $4 or $5 it cost to ship them, and they sold fairly quick. There's probably still 50 ties sitting at my house. I used to grab up anything that was silk, 100% silk. I would grab, and didn't have like huge stains on them, or was all torn or anything like that. Yeah, I would grab that stuff up right away. Yeah, I mean, there's channels on, at least there used to be back when I did this, and it's been 5 years or so now, but there's channels devoted to not doing nothing but reselling, going to Goodwill and stuff like that, and that's all they do is resell and talk about the things that are selling the best. So I was watching stuff like that and learning what brands sell, and I didn't know. I mean, obviously I knew Gucci, but there were other brands I'd never heard of, and that I would find. I found a shirt one time, and for the life of me, I couldn't remember the name of it. But yeah, I paid like $5 for the shirt at Goodwill, and I sold it for $300. So I used to sell a lot of clothes. Jeans were popular for a long time, but then shipping just got too expensive on them. You couldn't sell them for enough. I mean, they had like a 99-cent day, so I could buy a pair of jeans for 99 cents. But then when you put it up for sale, after you charge shipping, nobody wanted to buy them, so I'd have to sell them for $2 or $3. So it just wasn't worth it to mess with them anymore. I don't know if it's profitable anymore. I've seen a few people that do it still, like garage sales. I think garage sales are probably a better way to make money. I think that like Goodwill and Salvation Army and all of them have figured out that they can sell the stuff themselves online now. They can sell the stuff on eBay. I know that up in Ohio, the Goodwill up there, they actually have a department. That's all they do is when stuff comes in, they sort through it and figure out if it's worth selling on eBay, and then they sell it on eBay. So, well, listen, it's been an hour and 8 minutes. It's definitely longer than I thought. It is extremely hot out here, and I need to get busy and do some work. So, do some deliveries. So, I'm going to end my break and end this live here. I definitely appreciate everybody coming along. Double tap the screen if you haven't done that already. And definitely I appreciate everybody that's come along. T and Lester from Raz's channel. Famita was in here. Fern was in here for a long time. I do appreciate everybody coming and joining me on the live. I'll do more. I'm gonna probably try to do one a day, and no set time or anything like that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the view of the lake. Give you one last shot of the lake here before I go. Yeah, I have to get back to work. We'll see you all later. Thank you very much.